What's up, everybody? Romeo Marquez Jr. here. Welcome to video number 2 of the Best Year Yet series. And today we have a special guest. She's a sister from another mister, my soul sister.
I love it.
And connect on like a high vibration on all levels. And her name is Amber Bodily. And let me give you a little quick bio on Amber. Hi, by the way, Amber.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, here's a quick bio. Amber Bodily is a certified master foot zoologist, practitioner, and master herbologist, helping individuals and families get back to the basics of health, wellness, and healing through foot zone balance and environmental balance so that they can be fueled with the vitality to live their best life yet. So thank you so much, Amber, and I look forward to hearing all the gems you have to share today.
I'm excited to share too.
Cool, let's dive in. All right, so
Go for it.
New year, I feel energized. I'm ready to take on the world, and I know that my health is really important. And so my first question is, what would you say are 3 ways to live a healthy, bright, vibrant year?
Okay, I love those words, healthy and vibrant, because those 2 words need to come together. Okay, so 3 things. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. 3.
Okay, so you're gonna have to
I know there are a lot. We'll just keep it.
I know. Okay, so but the first thing is that vibrant life. I've thought about this many a times. A lot of people, when they're broken, their health is down, they're in this kind of rut. It's like life, all these things around them are getting down. So first thing, as far as living a healthy, vibrant life, it's like, what are you doing that makes you sing? Like, what are you doing that makes you dance? Because how can you take care of yourself if you're just feeling like you're stuck in the mud? So a couple years ago, I did a journal entry. What are the things that make me sing? Because I totally forgot about the things that make me joyful and happy, because I'm mom, I'm doing all these other things, I'm involved in these other organizations and communities, and it's like, this is what you're supposed to do, and this is how you're supposed to do it. In reality, you're going like, that doesn't work for me, and that's not what brings me joy. So first of all, what brings you joy, and are you doing the things that you love?
Amen. What
is your passion? Are you just like day in and day in, going to work and just dragging your feet and your knuckles are dragging on the ground? Figure out what you want to do in life that makes you joyful. And if you absolutely can't do that, then figure out how to make money so you can go do the things that you love.
Exactly.
But how to live a healthy, vibrant life is surround yourself with people that bring you joy and love, and surround yourself with things that make you sing. Whether it's walking, on barefoot on the beach and, the sand in between your toes, if that makes you sing, if that makes you fun. But also, so that's number 1, figure out what your passion is and go do it. Figure out the things that you just love and you enjoy. The second thing I would say, eat raw foods. You don't have to be a raw foodist. You don't have to say, I'm going to commit to only being raw, but try to eat more raw fruits and vegetables. Maybe if that's a salad a day, go for it. Just do a little bit more than what you have been doing. If you're like 80% raw, try going a little bit more, or try introducing more fruits and vegetables, because those are going to have the enzymes and minerals that your body needs to make you feel more healthy and vibrant. The third thing I would say is water. Just drink water. Most people are
It's so simple, but yes.
It's so simple. And make sure you have good, clean water, because some people are drinking tap water, and whether we like to know it or not, it's full of residue of pharmaceuticals, it's full of toxins, it's full of these residues that our bodies don't need. Have live, living, vibrant water. Get spring water. Get some good, healthy, clean water, because you got to think about it. Our bodies are 70 to 73% water. Okay, kind of encompasses what the earth is. Think how much water is on the earth, not so much as in our bodies. And we've got to have water to make our cells work. We've got to have water to make our organs work. We've got to have water to make our brains work. It's a conductor in the body. And so most of us walk around super dehydrated, their brain's foggy, they can't think right. And a lot of times it's just taking more water. So those 3 simple things: figure out what makes you sing, start eating more fruits and vegetables that are raw, and drink. Cheers to water.
Cheers to water.
Yeah.
Excellent. So let's say I do all those things, and I'm after it. I'm going good.
You're going strong.
I'm going strong. And then, as we know, life happens, and we start to dwindle off because certain circumstances, and I feel start to kind of ruin that flow that I created in the beginning that was helping me be energized. what do I do to get back on track?
Yeah.
You know, because now throughout the journey, I'm eating unhealthy now, not taking water and stuff.
Yeah. So I would have to say, one, evaluate what is getting you off track. Okay. So do you value yourself? Do you have confidence in yourself? Have you lost track of your goals? Because in the end, no one is going to take care of you but you. And I've seen a lot of clients where they're like, well, my husband doesn't do this for me, or my kids do this. You know, there's always excuses, but bottom line, you have to take care of yourself. So what is getting you off track? Is it, again, going back to the comment I made earlier, what are the things that make you sing? Are you getting enough joy in your life? Are you doing things where you feel more vibrant so that you have more energy to go take care of yourself and do the things you do? So evaluate where you're at and why are you not valuing yourself? Why are we having a little bit of self-sabotage going on? So figure out that, because there might be emotional, mental, physical things that you need to just kind of move out of your life and bring the things that you love and bring them in. But also know that you are of self-worth. And again, you have to take care of you. The second thing is I would just start doing a little more than what you're doing. So, you know, start having a little bit more success, doing the best you can with what you have, where you're at. Some of us fall off the wagon is because we can't be here. Okay. Well, I can't be all that. So then therefore I'm not going to do anything at all. Right. But just say, like, again, going back to the water. Okay. I'm getting in 2 cups of water. Okay. I'm going to get 5 cups of water in. If I don't get 5, I get 4. Celebrate the 4. Start celebrating you and the positive you're doing and not focus on the negative. So I would do that. Just take 1 or 2 things. Maybe you can afford 3 things to work on the mental capacity, and just say, I'm going to do a little bit more than what I've been doing, because that's how it starts, 1 foot in front of the other to climb the mountain. So I'm going to start having an apple a day. I maybe have an apple a week. I'm going to start having an apple a day and start there. Focus on the positive things. The positive things that you can do moving forward, and not measuring. And this is the third one. Don't measure yourself with other people or other things. That's when we start to get down, because no one is you and you're not them. So therefore don't do that. Start right where you're at with what you have and move forward with that. So no judgment. Gabby's coming out with a great book, and I'm excited to read about the, judgment detox.
Judgment detox.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm super excited.
Did you know she's going to be in San Francisco next week?
I'm going.
Jen and I are going too.
You are? Okay. You gotta hook up on that.
Totally.
Yeah. So I was really fascinated about that, because so many times in people's life, there's judgment. Well, I can't be a totally raw vegan all the time, or I can't run the marathon, so therefore I'm not going to do it. Well, says who? I remember when I started to have to train myself how to run again because of a really bad injury that I had, a couple ankle surgeries way back when, 20 years ago. And it was just like, if I can get out of bed and walk to the end of the court, I'm good. But if I started comparing myself to someone else, but look what they're doing, they're running back around the block 3 or 4 times, then like this cloud starts coming over and you start feeling like you're not good enough. You're not where you should be. You're right where you're at, and start there. Yeah. And then you start moving forward. So whether it's health, whether it's mental or physical or whatever, just start where you're at. Don't judge or compare yourself to other people, and move forward. And sometimes it's the simple things. You know what? You haven't done a green smoothie? Just do a green smoothie. Who cares what's in it? Just start off there. Yeah. No cooking required. Just dump and blend. Yeah. So take an evaluation of where you're at, and just move forward. One thing. One thing.
No, I love how we're just talking about just keeping it simple.
Simple.
Yeah, I know you said, so just being aware, self-evaluate, just, it's a personal check-in, incremental change. It doesn't have to, do something totally significant in order for you to have that breakthrough. Eventually, okay, if you feel inspired to do, awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But like you said, just eat an apple or an additional fruit to an additional smoothie, or drink a few more cups of water. And then, just you're on your own path, and just celebrate your path, because it's you and it's your life. And another thing that really resonated, or that I thought about, is when you are falling off track, is to check in with your mind, body, and spirit, because it's all connected. How would you,
all connected.
yeah, how would you kind of add a little bit more onto that, how that affects our health?
Okay. So mind, body, spirit, think of it as like a three-legged stool. Okay. You take out one and then the other two can't really survive on their own. Okay. You're going to fall off the stool. You really have to have all those things in balance. Okay. You can eat as healthy as you want, but you can sit on the couch all day long and you can talk the negative talk. You're not going to be a happy person. You're not going to be vibrant. You're not going to be healthy. Okay. There's fit and there's healthy.
Yes, I know that when we connected with some of my sessions with you, we've talked about being fit versus healthy.
Healthy, yeah. And mind, body, spirit, you have to be healthy, because also too, you could be pounding the pavement and doing all these things that you feel like you're supposed to do, or the world has said you're supposed to, or people have told you you're supposed to, but then you're super unhappy. You're getting nowhere. You're just checking boxes.
Right.
You can't make your heart sing. You can't move mountains if you don't have that joyous, vibrant, synergistic energy within you. So mind, body, spirit, it has to come together. You've got to be a positive person moving forward in the right direction. Your body, whether we believe it or not, houses our spirit. We have this vessel. And we have to feed ourselves physically, we have to feed ourselves emotionally, and we have to feed ourselves mentally. And with that, we feed ourselves spiritually. We just have to, because the mind has to be on board with the body and has to be on board with the heart. If our heart's disconnected from our mind, we don't really make some good choices. Right. And vice versa. So we really need to have all that come together and be synergistic to be a really healthy person. Okay. We've got to be thinking good things. We got to be saying good things. We got to be eating good things so that we're on board. Otherwise, we're going to feel off kilter.
Right. So what would you say, what do you do to feed your mind, body, and spirit?
I love reading about amazing people that have accomplished great things, because you're like, if they can do it, I can do it.
Right. It gives you that sense of hope and possibilities. Yeah.
So whether it's the movies or the books or the readings, or sometimes it's the quotes. I love inspirational quotes, because there might be a word or two in there that just resonates with you. And you're just like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move forward. Something that ignites a charge within you. So for me, it's reading those things that rent positive space in my head. Okay.
That's good.
And then, and so then it's there, because if I hear it and see it, then the body believes it.
Right.
So positive things and positive quotes, inspirational things, and reading about amazing people that accomplished great things with what they had, but also meditation. Meditation is huge. Meditation, and everybody meditates differently. It can be sitting in the middle of chaos and visualizing the beach in Hawaii. It could be, just some deep, slow breathing. It could be mantras or chants. It could be a rhythm of the breath. But for me, is to do some meditation and begin to visualize the things I can't see. And what I mean by that is start to see beyond what the physical eye can see. And that where I have to be connected with myself to help see that. So if I'm not seeing success in my life, visualize that success. If I'm not seeing through the breakthrough, imagine myself on the other side of the breakthrough. If I have this problem that's coming into my life and this thing that just keeps happening, try to see beyond that. Why is it there? Why is it stuck? Why is it wedged there? So in that state of meditation, I put the intention out there that I can see beyond what the physical eye can see. And then I feel like, all right, I can see beyond these obstacles, or I can see the bigger picture. And it also helps me connect with clients, because they come and they're like, this is my problem, that. But usually it's something way beyond that.
Exactly.
And so it's whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, getting into the root cause of the problem. So I would say meditation is huge, and however you meditate, go for it. And the speaking positive things that have a vibrant charge.
Awesome.
Because sometimes you just speak it and then it will be.
Yes.
It's like when your kids are just like, and you're just like, Okay, you're just going to speak kindly. You know, you want to maybe raise your voice. And it
Right.
totally changes the tone.
Right.
So, yeah,
Right.
speak positively. Yeah,
Mhm.
tone, attitude, tone, and the words need to be positive.
Amen. As you were talking about meditation, it made me think of Wayne Dyer's quotes. There you go. He says, abundance isn't something we acquire, it's something we tune into.
Right?
Right. And it's by
There.
meditating, and it's just you're tuning in, and you have access to it all the time.
Yes. And that's what's so amazing with that quote. I love it because that gives us the understanding of that. It's not something we have to reach a certain level, like we're deserving of it. It's just there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just there. So there's again, going back to no judgment, whether we're good enough to have it or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's just there.
Right.
You have to tune into it.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm noticing with this conversation? It's like, okay, let's talk about health. And anytime people think about health, well, for me at least, you just think of like just straight to food, right?
Yeah.
Which is very important and has all the nutrients so you can
So
do great
important.
things. But I notice a lot of this conversation is really taking care and feeding your soul and your spirit and taking time for self.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously the food is important,
Yeah.
path, but taking care of
Charges our vessel.
your
Yeah.
inner peace along the way. So
We got to take
it's
ownership.
interesting. Yes. So let's dive into some food stuff.
All right, I love it.
Okay. So foods, fruits, vegetables, smoothies for the brain, because I know the brain is important, as we all know, and there are certain foods that really activate certain things to allow us to charge those batteries and our things in our brain. So what are some good foods for that?
Okay, so I'm going to keep it minimal because we can talk. I can talk for a long time on different things for the food. But let's say, okay, so I break it down to three things that would charge the brain and keep our brain nice and well, or things that we can take into our bodies that will be constantly working, cleaning, and nurturing the brain.
Mm-hmm.
The number one thing is wild blueberries. Wild blueberries are amazing for the brain. We can just talk about an hour just on what they can do for the brain and also the body. And a lot of people say, well, I eat blueberries. Yeah, okay. Blueberries are great. But if I can let you know or help you understand the healing power of wild blueberries, think of regular blueberries that are conventionally grown are nutritious. Think of wild blueberries as medicinal. It takes you on a whole different level. Okay?
Nutritious versus medicinal.
Medicinal. Okay. You just like moved up to a whole new level.
Right.
Okay? So now you're going to just like supercharge your body.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And just imagine these wild blueberries as like these scrub bubbles, these like little sponges, little soap bubbles going into your brain and cleaning out heavy metals, cleaning out old plaque buildup, getting the lymphatic system and the circulation to move through, getting these ventricles to open and start moving, but also boost the immune system and just so many things for the brain. I'd say this, the second thing that I would say, there's a couple here, spirulina. Let's do spirulina. Okay. Spirulina is amazing for the body. What I've noticed with the work that I do is it cleans up the cranial nerves in the brain. There's a lot of stuff that sits on the cranial nerves and does some funky things, toxins, MSG, neurotoxins, pesticides, herbicides, and that spirulina helps scrub the cranial nerves. So think about that. Even if you put a pixie dust sprinkle in your smoothie, you add it to your food or your applesauce, or if you dump a whole tablespoon in, it's going to be awesome. There's definitely qualities. If you're going to go for spirulina, do the pure Hawaiian spirulina. It's definitely a game changer. Just the quality of it is different. The way they process it, the way they harvest it, you're gonna get more bang for your buck for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Okay, and let's say the third one, chaga. Chaga is a great thing. It helps go in and clean things, but supercharge the brain.
Is it a food? Is it a powder?
It's a mushroom.
Oh, it's a mushroom.
I know. Some people are like, but what I've noticed is that it really supercharges the brain and cleans it up. It kind of elevates the memory, elevates our thinking process, as well as kind of clearing things out that shouldn't be there. So chaga, and it comes in a powder. I would get the brand of Vimergy. It's one of the best. And just even put a half a teaspoon in your food, your smoothie. The way I love it is making a warm drink out of it. Heat up some, like, I'll do some homemade sesame milk or almond milk, coconut, whatever alternative milk you have. And then put like a half a teaspoon of some chaga and throw in some cinnamon, some cardamom, throw in some pumpkin pie spice, stir it up and just like sip on it. It's really good. Very healing to the soul too.
Right. Because I know that Jen and I, we do it for our smoothies, our little smoothie packets, but I forgot about the nighttime where I could incorporate that.
It's like so comforting. Yeah.
All right. So how about foods to raise that energy level? Like I know the basics, but I know there's like knowledge behind why that food is important. So what do you suggest?
So food that's just going to give you more energy on a long term or throughout the day?
Both.
Both. Okay. So foods that are going to give you more energy over the long term. I would say, well, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. I mean,
that's true. Is that like for real? True.
And, you know, I brought up earlier, just like having an apple, it seems so simple, but it really does supercharge the body on many levels. Okay. Cleans up viruses and bacteria, living organisms in the body. It also helps with the lymphatic system. It also is going to help with the liver. It's going to help with the spleen. It also some basic vitamins and minerals that are in there that your body needs on a regular basis. So I'd say apples. The next one that I would say is getting more greens, basic greens, whether you're going to do like kale, collards, any kind of, we'll do leafy greens. We'll kind of minimize it down to leafy greens. Any of the small leafy greens will be absolutely amazing in the body. Why? It helps move stagnant lymph. And you want to take it in for the lymphatic system. It works kind of like on, again, a little scrub bubbles, moving the lymphatic system along. The lymph delivers nutrients and minerals to every cell and gland and organ in the body, and it pulls toxins away. And if that lymph, that fluid is like wallpaper paste, you're kind of having a hard time. It's like the garbage disposal system isn't working, the pipes aren't working in the human body. So eating the small leafy greens is going to really help decongest the lymphatic system and move it along. So think about that. And as far as like long-term health and energy, just try to get more herbs in your body. And now we're just talking basic, like just start throwing like rosemary and thyme and oregano and sage, like in your cooking. Throw it on some baked potatoes or put it in a vegetable saute or add it to your salad dressings when you're making salad dressing, because it supercharges the immune system. If your immune system has more power and punch, you're going to feel better. You're not going to get that common cold that keeps coming and gets circled around. And that's something like really basic, really, really basic.
Yeah.
Most people have that like spice rack in their kitchen.
Right.
And use too much. Just start sprinkling stuff here and there. It'll be good. Right. But then also let's talk about like simple, quick things. If you're going throughout the day and you're feeling low on your energy.
Exactly. Right.
Think about a date. A date is loaded with minerals, micro minerals.
Oh, I thought you meant like go on a date.
That too. That's going to supercharge. That's going to supercharge your emotional and mental well-being.
Go on a date with a date.
Yes, there you go. Go on a date with a date. Have that moment with the date. Because it's loaded with minerals, micro minerals, macro minerals, trace minerals that your body needs, specifically that your adrenals need to function. Most of us, whether we know it or not, are like on this slump. And they're in this adrenal fatigue, or they're on the verge of it and they just don't quite realize it. They just figure, I'm getting old, or it's my job, or I'm balancing too many things. And probably so, yes, but their adrenals need something. So if you can get a quick little fix, and again, really quickly, I'm going to just put a little plug in. To feed the adrenals, you do need to eat every 2 hours. It doesn't have to be big. It can just be something really simple as having a half of a date, or it can be having a bite of a cucumber, or having a cup of thyme tea, or hibiscus tea, or something of that sort, just to give the body some minerals. So think about a date to supercharge the body. Also, dose. Most people don't think about dose, but that's what I do when I want to pick me up. Like I'm seeing clients back to back to back, and I just need some ions, something to supercharge me. I'll take a tablespoon of dose and swoosh it around in some, like a little shot glass of pomegranate juice to feed the blood, or some fresh pressed orange juice, or some fresh pressed apple juice. Maybe it's some homemade milk that you made or a drink or a smoothie, and just take it back. And that just supercharges me. It really wakes me up. And that kind of gives you energy throughout the day. Also, I've just taken in barley grass juice powder to give me that charge. You can put it in your smoothie.
What is it?
Barley grass,
barley grass. Okay.
Juice powder.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Barley grass juice powder. And you just want to put, again, you can do pixie dust, or you can do a tablespoon of it and just throw it in whatever. Maybe it's in a smoothie. Maybe you just whip it up in some applesauce. But that'll be good. But that really nurtures the body. It cleanses the body, but it really nurtures and supercharges. You do have to say one more thing. That gives me another good pick-me-up. Cranberries. Cranberries just have this singing supercharge. And again, what I'll do really quick in the middle of the day, if I'm home, just whip up some cranberries with some fresh pressed juice of any kind that I've made from the juice, or I've gotten fresh pressed from Whole Foods, and just blend it up. And it just like,
I gotta go back to that.
The body. Yeah. And the cranberries really help supercharge the liver, but they're loaded with some antioxidants, and it has that zing. You know, cranberries are tart, and you put it with something sweet, you know, some kind of sweet juice. It really supercharges the body with a lot of minerals too.
Awesome. That's good. I feel energized just hearing about this.
All right. Cheers.
I'm going shopping tomorrow.
Now you can make your list.
Exactly. Yeah. So for those that are watching, listening, make sure you take some notes, because it could be just that one fruit, that one food that can elevate your energy and brain to a lot of levels. Now, I have a sweet tooth. I love ice cream. I love cookies. I love cake and all that goodness. How can I still feed that sweet tooth without, not without going down the hole?
Overloading the liver and the body.
Yes.
Yeah. So, again, we can come back to the dates, and you can eat them a lot of different ways. One of them is put like a raw Brazil nut or a raw almond in the middle of the date and pop it in your mouth. I hate to call it a Snickers bar, because it's not. You know, people like, it's not a Snickers bar, but it's something like sweet, caramely, but a little salty in there when you're wanting something sweet. But use bananas. Now, bananas, you're like, you just peel the banana and eat it, but why not freeze the banana and blend it up into ice cream? It's going to be healthy and healing, but also it makes you feel like you're indulging in it. Right. Or, smother some nut butter all over the banana and sprinkle some whatever seeds on it and eat it. But also, we usually get that sweet tooth because our body is deficient or it's lacking something. So if you can quickly fuel your body with some minerals and some nutrients, the curbing will go down. Okay. But that sweet tooth, also something with raw honey in it. Raw honey is very healing. And I know some people are like, can't have honey because of the sugar, but there's so many phytochemicals and phytonutrients in there that really boost your immune system, but it's sweet and it's yummy. Sometimes I'll blend up some sesame seed milk, put some raw honey in there, maybe sprinkle some pumpkin pie spice, throw a banana in there, and it's like a really yummy treat. But use that raw honey, a teaspoon of raw honey. Put raw honey on a fruit, like drizzle it over like apricots, or put it over a peach or something and eat it, and it's really good. Yeah. Excellent. Those are simple things. Also, a handful of berries, like handful of raspberries, handful of blueberries.
Instead of grabbing like Skittles or
food dye. So one thing is when I was pregnant, there's those times I'm like, I'm craving something. And I learned that if I just put literally a handful of red raspberries in my mouth, within 2 minutes, the craving was gone. And later on, I just realized that it had the minerals and the nutrients that my body was just in need of. And when I put it in there, then it's like, I'm not having that sweet tooth. Yeah. So have those berries and the bananas and those simple things on hand, fruit on hand, that'll be good. Yeah, but remember, it's usually a body of lacking some trace minerals that the body is like craving and wanting.
Right.
Yeah. And dates, you can get really creative. Put on Pinterest like how to make desserts with dates, and you'll get like brownies to cookies to you name it.
Exactly. And
Start making your favorite treat with alternative sweeteners.
Right. That's exactly what I was going to say. Like, it doesn't have to just be that thing by itself. You can get creative with it. Like my sister yesterday, I was at her house and she made this chocolate cupcake, but it was filled with like 2 healthy ingredients. I'm like, and it's like vegetable based or something.
Yeah. So if you have more time, like the other night, I made pecan bars, and it was with dates and pecans and a little bit of some almonds and a little some avocado in there. Like, I served them people. I didn't tell them they're healthy, and everybody's like, "Oh, these are the best pecan bars." So if you have time and you're in the kitchen, you can bake some amazing snacks and treats and goodies. Yeah. So you can go really simple, or you can go big. You can go big. Yeah.
All right. So to wrap this up, I have one last question.
Okay.
Documentaries and books. I know there are a lot, and I know we've discussed many documentaries and books.
Yeah.
But what would you say is like one book you would suggest, or a documentary to the people that are listening right now, so they can live that healthy life?
Okay, so books.
If you feel called to share too.
Okay, so books, the one that comes right off the top of my head is Life-Changing Foods by Anthony Williams. It's simple, it's direct, it gives you the truth, it gives you information that you need, and again, it's simple. It's not some crazy novel. You have to be a bioengineer to be able to understand it. It gives you some basic health tips. You get to sift through all the fads and the craziness that's going on. It gives you direct information. It's simple and easy to understand, and gives you a whole slew of recipes. I think every mother, every human being, every person should have that in their kitchen. Mm. So that's a wonderful book. We'll save all the other books for later, but go with that if you don't have it. And then as far as a documentary, I mean, with what's going on right now, hands down, What the Health. Yeah. I mean, that again gives you some truth. Some people are a little frustrated by the way it was presented or whatnot, but it's truth. That's information out there that I think people just need to be aware of, not to put fear in people, but to just bring them the truth so that they can be more aware to make better decisions when they're walking up and down the grocery store aisle. Right. I think that's a great one. And I'm just going to throw one more in there. Minimalism. Have you seen the documentary?
I think Jen has. I haven't seen it yet.
Just because at the beginning we were talking a lot about health and wellness as far as physical, mental, and emotional. Definitely need, that just helps you start sifting through like what's in my life that is bogging me down, just hanging over my head. What things can I get rid of to make space for more things to come that I love and bring me joy? But it just really helps for you to just sift through your stuff that you have. Right. So I would say just for kicks, watch that one and just clear your space to bring in more vibrant energy. So you have that more vibrant energy in your life, in your home, and in your space. You're going to start to make more vibrant decisions. Yeah. Amen.
That's great. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Amber. I know we could go on, and this is our passion to help people live their best life. And so I would love for people to, follow you or just get more of your knowledge and wisdom. Where can they go for that?
So I would love to connect with people, and as you mentioned, my passion is to help individuals live their best life, but also to get to the root cause of their health problems. You can go to footzoning.com, www.footzoning.com. You can also reach me on Facebook, Amber Bodily Health. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter, always pushing out health tips and information to help you live a more vibrant and healthy life. Because if we're healthy and vibrant, we're going to go out and do more and have more joy, and that's what it's all about.
Right. And I gotta say, for those that are listening and watching, people see me as an enthusiastic, fun, loving, energetic person. Very true. God bless me with those characteristics, but a lot of it has to do with maintenance and connecting with Amber and receiving knowledge and gems and implementing them. 10x's and up levels my vibrancy. So Amber's the truth, y'all. Amber is the truth.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Amber. We'll talk to you soon. And by the way, you guys, she's going to be one of the speakers at It's Time Live.
Yeah. I'm going to show up. I'll be there. Hope they do.
Taking place February 10th and 11th. Hope to see you guys there. All right, Amber, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.
I will.
Okay.
I'll make it a great one. All right. Thanks, Romeo.
It's time.
It is.